Hello everyone, welcome to Ring Diaries, a special edition because it's one of those that has found us. So we're going to just have a conversation with the young marrieds that are here today to share just experiences. As we always say, Ring Diaries is about sharing experiences about each of our marriages. There's no expert in marriage. We just share experiences. So this evening, as we're just sitting here with these young marrieds, we thought we'd just share. So don't mind us, we are just in our casual selves. But I hope you're able to enjoy the show because you'll be amazed at what we can learn from even people of 1 month in marriage. So today we have 3 couples. I'll start from the Semuyavas. The Semuyavas have been married for 2 years. Please say hello to our viewers.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
2 full years, 24 months. 22 months in marriage, like 22 months. An elephant gives birth in how many?
I have no idea.
It's one of those animals that gives birth after 18. So if you would have actually given birth by now. And next to them we have the Wakabis who have been married a year. We're making a year in November. Please say hello to our viewers.
Hello to our viewers.
But the first year is usually the hardest. How has it been?
Very well, we hear those stories. Well, for me, I don't know what you would say, but for me, nothing like hard. It's been good, it's good, and we are celebrating this.
Or nothing to compare it with as of yet.
Don't think, okay, I know a number of people that have gone through it, and they claim it is not that good. But go for it, it's good, according to me.
Can you confirm? Confirm is confirm or
You
deny
know, when
is-
you're going in marriage, everyone tells you first year is so hard. So you're literally waiting
You
for
want to
the
find the
hard.
hard
The
news.
hard hasn't yet
Hasn't
come.
And they won't come. Probably this is our hand.
Maybe it's
If
our
this is
hand.
our hand, then glory to God.
Yeah.
Amen to God. And next to our Wakabis we have the Lutayas.
Yeah.
Now they're the veterans of this group.
bishops.
3 years in
Oh,
marriage.
yes.
How is 3 years?
Good experience.
Bishop.
But Bishop actually here Bebat quarterly day. Sharon, how has been 3 years married to Lutaya?
Up and down and up again.
And down again. So, now
But
are we
by
up
the
or we
grace of
down?
God, we are up.
Amen. David, you can confirm that?
Yeah.
Oh, you can neither confirm or deny that.
We are up now.
That is good. And the same we have as 2 full years. How has it been?
It's a constant learning experience.
What's that learning?
Evolving, there's growth, there's it's a full experience. Full package.
PhD
full
number.
package.
As you're there complaining about studying rich marriage, and like, what was I complaining about? This is a hard. But you're very welcome to Ring Diaries, and
Thank you.
I'm glad you're all able to be here. We're just going to share experiences. As already we've started, we've seen those who are enjoying the first year. What were the biggest fears we had getting into marriage? Maybe I should start with the freshest couple. What were the biggest fears you had getting into marriage?
Well, for me, mine was very physical, squeezing me on my bed.
Having to share a bed with another person.
Actually, in was it the second month of our marriage, we had to look for a bigger bed.
You were feeling squeezed.
And we needed a space.
I had no idea.
You had no idea. So you kept your fear to yourself. You just said the Lord has told me to buy a new bed. You didn't give
No,
Over the bed, just.
Oh, the bed broke. There's also that.
we thank God it didn't break.
For newly married, that's a possibility. I wouldn't give
Yeah, but also I was prepared, so I had bought nice wool. So no squeaking sounds, no what. So, when, so yeah, but when that time reached, all I had to say was, this bed is really back pains,
You need a new bed.
and I had seen it already. I had seen where it was.
And you had no idea why you
No,
were
she had
changing
an
that bed.
idea of where the bed was.
She just didn't know why you were changing that. That you needed
No,
more
she-
space on that bed.
Yeah, because she also had the brackets.
Yes.
Okay, for you,
For
what
the
was your
same
biggest?
reason.
I'm actually not going to
So I was
continue
actually
with
buying
that
the
one.
bed for her.
Oh, for her, okay. I understand and I allow, but I don't know if that's true. What for you? What was one of the biggest fears you had getting into marriage?
I don't know. But, of course, now like he has said, giving back in the first year, I had prayed like God,
Not the first year.
not the first year, not the first year. You know, you're exploring. You hadn't dated for that long, so I was like, this is our moment to learn each other, whole year together, no interferences. And God is like, no, that is not my plan. First day immediately, a baby.
Bam.
And exploring, but it's been a good
It's a
experience.
blessing.
Yeah.
I think getting pregnant in our first year got us even more bonded. Because the first trimester where she was not well, even if I was at work and they called me, I would jump out.
You still had that excitement, so
You
you
know, I would jump out of work
And you
because
go.
of her, because
Being
they didn't
scared.
treat her well. So I had to go out of my way. I am one person who had refused to buy a car in Kampala. But because of her way, I had to look for money, purchase a car chap there, just to make sure she's fine. So that gave us more time together, because I am one person who is always this side of dealing with that business. There is some deal that has come on. So when this came, I had to first put most of the things on. Yeah, so
it was a
got us
blessing
bonded.
in disguise.
So I think actually that's why, you know, when they say the hard in the first year, I think first we immediately began from pregnancy experience and this, sickness, this. Yeah? So we
So you
went
got
from the
lost.
word go and just wanted us that you couldn't tell, even if it is something that is hard, you wouldn't see it as hard or yeah.
Oh, that's true. Our veterans, the retirees. What were the biggest fears? Do you even still remember? 3 years is a long time. What were your biggest fears getting into marriage?
No, actually, we didn't.
Or you still have the fear?
My fear was giving birth, not even in the first year.
The whole experience of giving birth.
I didn't really want children.
But Sharon,
But I did want children.
you didn't want children, but now you have 2.
I know.
So what are you fearing about this whole children thing?
Hey, our brother has autism. I didn't want to end up in a situation because once you give birth, you're giving birth.
That's true.
If the baby has any challenge, that's your responsibility for the rest of your life. I wasn't ready to for the rest of my life because there's nothing you're going to change really. That's it. So that's why I was fearing it so much. Yeah, but somehow then I thought how would David's children look.
Then you want a duplicate of this?
That was the end. It was
Amelia. David, for you, what was the fear that you had getting into marriage?
It was I think background. I was like, Obana, how are we going to cope? I come from a totally different background, and she's coming from a different family. And it's like Katowa, because the only thing that was connecting us was our campus and God. The rest of the things,
Were different.
very highly educated, and the other No, as in me, in fact, I was the first at campus doing tourism. The rest of I think no one had ever crossed to go to the university.
In your family, in your village?
Yes, in my village, yeah, I think. I'm just saying the family. So it was a lot, and of course, when you're coming from such a background, you have different way of thinking.
That's true.
You think differently, and they also think differently. So my fear was like, cut together tutia, so that we can be on the same page. Yeah.
Okay. That's very valid.
Maybe the other thing for me that I was very scared of is I try to be clean. So
We can see the white.
so I was scared of dating someone who is the opposite of me. And most of the people that I would meet, or most of the people that know me, would tell me, even if you get one that is not as clean as you, you'll have to tone down.
And that was a fear.
Now I was like, really? And I think when I got her, the first thing I told her, even when we give birth, I don't want to find our house declared.
Because it has
Because,
children.
yes. So I would have that fear of you're going to get someone
Who's going to mess up your house, neat house.
So it was hard. I have a brother who even constructed the house, and whenever he would come back, he would go on the tile down and do this. And then call the wife, hello, kano kakula chiwa. So, well, I think it is in the family. So for me, my fear was to tone down and let the house. But I thank God that she also came in.
White Charlie, white to love.
Yeah, and it is that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Interesting. Most girls don't like getting married to clean men.
Sure.
no, I
They
think
have
I wasn't
issues, yes.
fronting it,
There's no
but at least one thing I know is the times she would come home, a few times she came to my place, she would always find it, and even if she just failed, there was no time of
Unannounced, she would still
unannounced.
find it as
She would find it neat and all that. Now for me, I would go to her place. She used to stay with her sisters. So sometimes you find her, she has organized, the sisters just come and disorganize things. You're like, thank God, I pray.
It's not ours disorganized. Sharon, you're saying something about clean men. What is that?
Damn, clean men. You're not easy.
Wouldn't it be
I
like
can remember.
clean, inflexible, like rigid ones? Like it's being
I
clean
think
but being flexible.
There is that
Flexible
clean,
is
but
what?
no, like there is someone who is spot on clean of I've put my white
Cup
here.
It must be.
No, not that one.
It must be here. If it
Every
goes on the
case, me, I
side,
would
Kuna
just
mbona
come
what
and say,
atari-
"Nabobinga temo."
Whenever anyone I seems the problem with a clean man is not the one cleaning the house.
Yeah.
You've cleaned for like 5 hours. Then it comes. Bana katula de kasi. Bana mbadde nsaba tusiimuule ennyumba. Nga you've cleaned. That's the problem with a clean man.
No, she's confirming
Okay,
he's
not-
like
no,
that.
but there are some who are a bit rigid.
Yes, he's not that rigid, but still, I think mwekali.
No,
There was sometime I
scrubbed.
scrubbed sometime. I had scrubbed my place well, knowing I've cleaned here. Then he came and redid. I was like,
That's a clean man.
yeah, he redid.
Going forward, you greet yourself.
Sometimes I just keep quiet.
Wow.
I just keep quiet. Then after a while I do it, I will clean.
Mrs. How is it that yours?
5 years.
Cleanliness or what we feared? Let me even tell you a story. Today we entered
About
the car.
cleanliness.
Then we entered the car. Yesterday we were at function. So the car was not, it was not 100%, it was not even 40%. It wasn't even 20%.
Okay, it was dirty.
It was dirty. Inside and out. But me, I sat in the car.
That was no problem.
We were going to go. But we drove not more than 1 kilometer from home. And we turned back home and parked the car.
And you breathe.
I washed the car.
It wasn't the reason why.
That wasn't the reason why, but you were so uncomfortable that 1 kilometer.
That you have to come back and wash it yourself.
No, it wasn't. We didn't go back home to wash it. But when we went back home,
There was only
I got
opportunity.
my jerry cans and my buckets and said, you know what, this is a chance to serve my husband. Because I'm the one who drove the car yesterday.
Is that who made it that not clean?
The car was
With your
dirty.
other sister.
With your
But
other
I
sister.
added
Yeah.
the uncleanness of the car. So then eventually we bonded.
There's a level also.
Of cleanliness.
What level?
Cleanliness.
Okay.
Because the way the car was, honestly, it was unacceptable.
Dear clean men.
It was dirty, but it's getting me to where I'm going. It was dirty, but it's getting me to where I'm going.
So it was not an issue. The thing was, it can get us to where we were. Okay, so what was your fear?
Me,
Getting into marriage.
I think my fear, you know, there's a stereotype about Baganda.
Don't remind me.
So I think I had that, I think that over fear in my head.
Of getting
that-
married to a Muganda
Yes,
man.
and expecting me to know the culture, even when I visit on the other side of the family. So somehow I should know. Somehow I should know all the greeting. Me, I don't know nyoge, manya what.
But
I
we still
honestly
greet
don't know.
Nyoge.
I do not know. I don't even know that when I now learned, but I didn't know that when you visit, the people there are supposed to greet you first.
Eh, my
I didn't know that.
funny story.
First wait. First okay, teach me.
Nagenda nefukamira ebweru.
Uh-huh.
Tebaziramu.
You guys, first
But
back
they
up
were
a bit. You've come to visit someone.
Outside.
And you knew.
Outside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But we knew. No one was. They were not replying. Like 3 times. Then David told me, stand up. We greet from inside.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I also didn't know.
I have
Nachigakoro.
So Sheila, for the people you visited are the ones who greet.
Yes.
Not
Now
you.
I was even going to shake my father-in-law's hand.
Yeah, no, man.
So like
What you
there,
face
there's
with-
like there are so many things because
You didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But I think that for me was the thing that I was most afraid of. And I had surgery in one knee, so I was still recovering. Then I have to kneel down. I tell when they made out, if I fail to get up, what is going to happen? So I think for me that was the
One of the fears.
I think the only one. I've been looking for others, but that was the only one. Then also like what if, though I have a very loving family, so please don't think I don't. But you know, what if they say I'm not worthy of their son? Because man is very loved in his home. So what if, yeah?
But is there anyone good enough for anyone's child?
But yeah, I think for me that was like the biggest. Yeah, up to now I don't know most of the things.
But you're surviving.
So we don't. Anyway.
Wait, for Msoga to go into Nigeria and then they start cage.
Why are you beating?
Yeah, so that I think that difference in culture and also growing up in a Christian home where certain aspects of culture were not they were not fronted really. So would take out the morally correct aspects of
And you leave
culture,
out the
and the
rest.
rest would be, you know, as Christ wants us to do it. You would greet daddy by hugging him. You would greet mommy. So
In fact, at
culture shock.
their family, they call their mother you girl.
So friend.
The first time I'm like, oh yeah, Nico, you get an eye. That's mommy. You girl, it's been long. I'm like, to get an eye now. Mbu mommy.
Did
For
you
about
just
just calling my mom her name.
Migo?
She had to be mommy. Okay, say mommy David. But not Mary.
This is just amazing, by the way. Mr. Samuel, for you, what was your biggest fear?
I think, quite honestly, the whole idea of losing self. Yeah, because when you're single or when you're dating, there's that level of independence that you have. So decision making is quick. You're able to move fast.
You do what you want
You
when
do
you
what
want
when
it.
you want. You enter your house when you want. But when you're married, you have to report. You have to be accountable. We know Kwero Payo. So that was my biggest fear.
Kwelopa, David, kwelopa.
At your I thought it was going to take 2 hours, but now I'm suspecting it's going to take more than that. Because for me, in fact, I think the whole year one of the biggest things we fought about was communication along those lines. I think Mario Musajja, he comes anytime they want.
Omusajja Omuganda tebamu.
Yes. Natuke wako obanga ali mu interrogation. Gee, where were you? What time? You should have communicated. I'm like, but I'm here.
You're here, then what?
Then Munai.
Midnight.
Yes, you come by.
So now you have to be like, tomorrow I am going at this person, then after there, and you like all the program, she has to go through it.
And approve.
And yes, over not approving, but she knows that you're going to be here and here and here, and then by 8 you're coming back. So by 8 when you're still, by 7 something you'll be like, kirabika kiganye mukonyizo komawo nga oba notamubulira sawa, I will be late. Others, if you put time for her, she will know what you.
Now, some of us, when it gets to that, I grew up in a home where our dad would say, if you're not here by 6 p.m., sleep well. Then the other thing is, if I come back home before you, don't come back. Now, he's not this person who would be there at work.
And you won't call you telling when I'm going home.
Exactly. So, and he was very serious about it. There are times when my brothers would go out, my elder brothers, and then be fighting home. They have to find a way of showing they have been sleeping.
How do they get in the house?
There are so many places. The house had a lot of roads of entering. You know? So, but also the other thing is, if you're to leave home, he kept on telling us, tell everyone where you're going. So that in case of anything, we know where to start from. Now, some of us, when we were staying with him, we knew 3 places: church, school, home. Church, school, home. So everyone knew. This day, they're at church doing rehearsals or for service. From this time to this time, they're at school. This time, they're home. So even when I grew up, when I left home, even when I was single, at least anywhere, either my elder brother or my mom would know where I am. Even when I was seeing
Well, that is what I also. So it is actually, I think, more for your safety. Not even just that someone wants to know, but in case anything happens.
So it
To
came
know
in
this,
so easy for me. So even when she came in, I think she also had the same card. Because also their place, it's, you know, even the dad, my father-in-law, can call, are you taking care? I hope you're not moving. So for us it came in easy that I can tell her, though these days, I think because she's breastfeeding, the time from the
She
time she got,
forgets.
you know,
That's the effect of children.
No, and then you just give grace and, you know. But also me lately, I've been
Now to mind you, government.
no, not mind you. After work, you just know you're going to do some other deals. But at least when you find out, I would let her know I'm here. So she would know.
Interesting. David, you've understood why we do this thing?
Anyway, for me it was different. My dad would go anytime, anywhere, and come back anytime that he wants.
And no one would ask him anything.
Who
What
are
are
you
you
to
called?
ask? Where were you, Daddy? In fact, for him, he didn't know that for us. Like, I think it was my mom who used to know us. My dad would go very early and come back very late. At some point, I even thought my dad had something in Kampala, like a chizimbe, okay. Because every day would go in town, every day.
So then again, I sort of
Yeah, so probably that was it. And when I was in fact, when I started single life very early when I went to campus. When I went to campus, all those years, even campus life, till the time I got married. Because our place was really far, Luero. Then you're in town, you have to. Who would ask you where you're going and what time you're coming back? So you just wake up and someone tells you we are going in Mbarara and it's okay.
you wake up in
Mugenda
the
nemutuuka onogamba ndowooza tunamala yenu ennaku nga ssatu, it's okay. Then you come back, things like that. But now I have to give accountability of ennaku mmeka and
By the way, that thing there is, was it last year, but 1 or 2 years back, when we had just started dating, there was a day I went to Kenya and I hadn't told my family, but I had told her. We reached Kenya and somehow networks got off. So they started calling and the phones weren't going through. We were there for like 4 days or a week.
without network.
So it's only just a few people who had specific phones who had network.
And you were not among them.
They were like 3, I think also because the event that we had gone on to had the president of Kenya.
So network
So,
pressure, you know.
So people stressed. The good thing is that some of them knew her. But then I had told her to Magamba. Because I knew that was another. There were certain things we were there were certain things we were planning as a family, and I wanted out. So chaos came on until I got there.
Anyway, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue this amazing conversation with these young marrieds. Don't go away. I'm Phiona Mbowa, here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Ring Diary.